are well. How about you?
I'm fine. Very good.
That's good to know. Okay.
Okay.
Ready for today's class? Can we start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let me share the screen before I forget, and we can finish yesterday's class and start today's class. Okay, so let me see where we stopped. I think we have to finish only the last two. No, this is today's class. Okay, it's yesterday's class. Share screen. Here. I'm sorry. Okay, we have to finish the modals and do the exercise, and we can complete this. I think we stopped at ought to, right? And shall. Can you confirm that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's just discuss this. Should, okay, no problem. Any question about these from yesterday or no?
No.
No.
Excellent, excellent. The next modal verb, not moral, okay? Modal verb that we have to talk about is ought to. Observe the pronunciation, ought to. You don't pronounce the GH, ought to, okay? Now, Marcela, can you read this for us?
Yes, I read it.
Remember, to make it natural, as it is, okay?
Ok. Pode tirar isso. Vamos aqui da frente. As it is a modal verb, it must always be followed by a verb in the base form. Infinitive
Without to.
Without to, but should and ought to. Ought to have almost the same idea, but should is preferred to be used when you express your own subjective
point of view.
And also is more objective, and it should be used when you want to say that something is a law or duty
or even regulation.
Você
Okay.
coloca a primeira pessoa para ler, teacher. Fica muito nervosa.
I want you to improve your English, okay?
Okay.
That's why I gave you a long
know.
part. Yes, that's why I gave you a long part to read and a difficult one, okay? Now,
Okay, yeah.
you see, basically, there is no difference. Basically. The difference is that should expresses a more subjective idea, point of view, and ought to is a more objective, when you're talking usually about regulations, laws, duties, okay? For example, they are not to finish the lockdown before they can control the virus. Understand? So they ought not to, okay, close or reopen the market before they can control the virus. So as a moral obligation, Marcia, can you read the examples we have here, please?
They ought to build for shelters for the homeless.
Yes, I'm sorry, it's a mistake here. They ought to build shelters.
Shelters for the homeless.
Okay. What's the other example?
They ought to finish the report by Friday.
Okay.
We ought to eat more fruit and veggies.
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 Excellent. Do you have any vocabulary problem about these examples?
Shelters.
Shelters.
Shelters. Okay.
Shelter.
Shelter. Do you know that place where you stand or sit to wait for the bus?
Mm.
It's a kind of a covered place where you sit there and wait for the bus. That's called a bus shelter. Okay? But in this case, I'm talking about shelters for the homeless. It's like a house or the place where the people that don't have a house can stay. People that live on the street. Okay? Understand?
No.
Oh, if you live in São Paulo or if you live in Belo Horizonte, in a big city, there are many people that live in houses and apartments, right?
Right.
But there are many people that live on the streets. Do you know the people that live on the streets?
Sem teto?
Yeah, they are called homeless. Okay? Because they're homeless. They don't have a home. Okay?
Okay.
So the idea is a moral thing, you know, like the government ought to build more shelters or shelters for the homeless. Because during this COVID-19 pandemic, they live on the street, so they're exposed to the virus, understand? And they don't have any protection. So they need a shelter. It's like a place where they can sleep, they can eat, they can wash their hands, they can take a shower. Understand? It's a shelter. In every big city in the United States, in Europe, in Canada, you do have shelters for the homeless people. You can see this in movies. Sometimes there is a line of people to go to the shelter where they can eat something and they can sleep. Okay? I think in São Paulo, they do have some shelters, but not sufficient. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Understand the idea?
I understand.
Yeah, if it's at a bus stop, you call it a bus shelter. So you can sit there, protect yourself from the sun, and wait for the bus. Okay?
Mm.
What about the other examples? Another question or no?
No.
No. You see, all the examples here are like moral obligations or like even a regulation or a law. I think the government is kind of responsible for the people that are on the streets. If they are on the streets, it's because they don't have a job. They don't have a place to work, understand? So they need more protection from the government, okay? Now, observe an interesting thing. Ought to is not normally used in questions. Understand this? If you want to ask a question, for example, I tell you, they ought to build shelters for the homeless. You can ask me, okay, but who should build the shelters? The government or the private sector? The government. Understand? I don't use ought to in questions, okay? I can use it in negatives. Erica, can you read the next part for me, please?
Yes. If you want to make negative sentences, just add not after ought to, not to. No, ought.
Ought not to. Yes.
Ought not to. The contractive form oughtn't is not normally used and the not should be stressed.
Yes. And the not, okay, when it's a negative, should be stressed, okay?
Okay.
So, she ought not to do anything about that. You see, when you are going to read, you have to emphasize the not. She ought not to do anything about that. Can you read the example for me, Erica?
She ought not to do anything about that.
Excellent. Understand this?
Yes.
Okay. And last but not least, okay, Erica, there's one more example here.
They ought not to ban the quarantine at this moment.
Okay. They are not to ban the quarantine at this moment. Okay. So that means they should not stop with the quarantine. I have just read that wall that in São Paulo, they are planning to suspend, to ban the quarantine in May. And the things are still very complicated in São Paulo. So I don't know if they should ban the quarantine, okay? I don't know, let's wait. But let's talk about shall. Shall. American people, they don't like using shall, okay? But in England, you still find a lot of people that use it, especially in questions like, shall we? Shall we? Only this is when I want to know your opinion about a proposed action. For example, how about going out for a pizza tonight? That's the proposal, going out for a pizza tonight. And then I can say, shall we? You can respond, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go. Or no, that's not a good idea. Okay, there is a virus going on. Let's order delivery. Okay? Understand? Marcia, can you read this definition of shall for us?
Shall, as it is a modal verb, it must always be followed by a verb in the base form, infinitive without to. Without to. Without to. Shall is only used with the first person singular and first person plural, I and we, not with any other subject. The idea is to ask for or give suggestion, promises or voluntary actions. It has a present or future insignificance, mostly.
No, not insignificance, it's only significance.
Significance. Mostly used in questions. In affirmatives, you can use so should or shall occasionally, but it is not common.
Okay, let's understand this. As you can see there, most of the time we use shall in questions. If you want to use in affirmative, it's possible. I shall do it. But in affirmative, it's more common to use should. Okay? Now, it's only used with shall I or shall we. Never shall you, shall he, or shall she. Shall she is funny. Okay? Or shall they. Okay? Never, never. So it's only shall I. For example, I don't know what to do. What shall I do? I'm asking for your suggestion. But if I say, what should I do? It's exactly the same. All right? This is very common in England. So if you are watching a movie and you observe people using shall we go now? Shall we do it? Shall we buy her a book then? You can be sure it's not in the United States, okay? In the United States, it's used, but it's not common, all right? Ronaldo, can you read the examples here?
Yes. Suggestions. Shall we dance?
Are you crazy, man? Of course not. You're not my type, okay?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Shall I chop those veggies for
Veggies.
you?
Yes. It's chop.
What shall we do about that?
Okay.
I shall do evening. I can help here.
I shall do everything I can to help her.
I shall do everything I can to help her.
Okay, her. Ronaldo, observe that the pronunciation in the second example is cho, cho, chop. There is a T in front of the CH, chop. Okay? Because shop is to go shopping, shopping. This is chop, 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 means to cut. Shall I cut those vegetables for you? Shall I chop? Especially when you make movements like this, oh, chop, 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 chop.
Cut.
Yes, exactly. Okay? That's the idea. Understand this? Any question about these examples or no?
No.
Okay. Maria Eduarda, can you read the next part for us, please? Or Winnie? We have more people. Winnie, can you read the next part for us? Maria Eduarda and Winnie, you don't want to read? I can ask another person. Victoria, can you read for us?
If you want to make negative sentence, just add not after shall not. The contract form is not used.
Okay. Can you read example?
I shall not attend the meeting.
Attend the
The
meeting.
meeting. I have other appointments.
Thank you, Victoria. That was a good reading, okay? So understand this, there is no contraction. We don't use this in a contracted way. If you want to make a negative, is I shall not attend the meeting. But as I told you, if you say I should not attend the meeting, okay? But the idea here is that you are not going. That's it. Any problem about this or no?
No.
Okay, so we have seen all the modal verbs that exist in English and the semi-modal have to. I have given you many examples, and now I want to see the examples that you have for me. Before that, there is a very important note here, okay? Oh, here there was one more example for you to read, Victoria. Oh, let me see. Yes, there is one more here. We shall not be late. Can you read this for me, Victoria, please?
We shall not be late for the meeting.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, now pay attention to the next part. All the modals, all, can, could, may, might, will, would, ought to, and shall, all of them can be used in the present. I can do it now, or in the future. I can do it tomorrow. You must study today, you must study tomorrow without any alteration. You just change the time expression. But what if you want to use this in the past? Well, that's a little more complicated. Okay? Well, as you have noticed, most of these modals have a present or, I don't know why every time I want to write or, my computer writes of. Okay? It's or. Or. A present or future significance. They can be used in the past, but the construction would be a bit more complicated. If you want to use in the past, it is necessary to use can, may, might, should, must, and blah, 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 plus have for all the persons. I can have, you can have, he can have, she can have, we can have, they can have, and then I have to use another verb, but in the past participle. Past participle, you have those lists of irregular verbs. The first column is the simple present. The second is the simple past, is the third. If the verb is regular, it's the same. like work, worked, worked. Stop, stopped, stopped. Okay? But if the verb is irregular, for example, go, past tense is went, the past participle is gone. In this case, it's necessary to study the past participle. But it's very common. For example, there is a very good example here. Where was Mary last night? Remember what I told you? A typical Brazilian would say, she went to church. She went to the supermarket. She was home. Always using the same verb. Mary was home. Mary went to the supermarket. Mary was at the church. But as I told you many times, you cannot be 100% sure. That's why the use of the modals are nice. She must have gone to church. This is one of the few constructions in English that you can translate literally, word by word, and it makes sense in Portuguese. Oh, she must have gone. Ela deve ter ido à igreja. You see, you're talking about a strong probability in the past. Okay? Understand this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So remember, to use any of these verbs in the past, you need should, must, would, have, plus another verb in the past participle. There are some examples here. Who is going to read? Marcia, can you read for me? The other people are a little shy.
Where?
Here, the example. I should.
I should have bought that house last year.
Okay. You see, I should have bought that house last year. My question is, did I buy the house? Yes or no?
Yes. No.
No.
I shouldn't.
I should have bought. Eu deveria ter comprado. Understand? But I didn't buy. And today I am very happy or I am very sad?
Sad.
Sad, of course, because probably it was a good business. Understand the idea? So we can use this to express like regrets. When you feel very sorry for something you did or something you didn't do. Example, I shouldn't have drunk so much last night. I drank a lot last night, and then I went to drive and I crashed my car. Why? Because I was drunk. I shouldn't have drunk so much. Understand the idea?
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Erica, can you read the second example?
I couldn't have noticed what was going on. I was too drunk.
Too drunk. Okay? I couldn't have noticed what was going on. I was too drunk. You see, it was impossible for me to notice. Okay? Ronaldo, can you read the other example?
I can have missed a great opportunity.
Missed. No.
Missed.
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 No. Oh, you pronounce like this. Look at the screen, please. Missed.
Missed.
Okay? Only missed. You don't pronounce the E. We talked about this in the pronunciation of the past tense of regular verbs. S-E-D, you pronounce S-T. Missed. Okay?
I can have missed a great opportunity in the case.
In that case. Okay. I can have missed a great opportunity in that case. What about the other one? Maria Eduarda, can you read the other one for us? They might
They might have
traveled. Nobody answers the phone.
Okay, pay attention to the pronunciation. They might have traveled. Oh, traveled. Nobody answers.
Todo dia.
Nobody answers.
Das 5 às 5h45.
Answers.
Vou sair aqui, peraí.
Answers.
Very good now. Nobody answers the phone. Like beep, 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 beep. Nobody answers. What is the other
Nobody
example?
answers. Okay.
Good. Okay. Marcia, what's the last example?
She must have been transferred to another office. I haven't seen her lately.
Okay. Marcia, transferred. Okay, excellent. Any question about this or no?
No.
Okay, now, I would like everyone to participate as much as possible because everyone can give me a different answer. Okay, for example, Erica, how would you complete the first exercise?
I can see the park from my window.
Ah, é o velho que tá aí?
Okay. Marcia, how would you complete the first one?
Não posso, cara.
I can take this as a souvenir from Malta.
Okay, I can take this souvenir from Malta. Okay. Ronaldo, how would you complete this? Maria Eduarda, how would you complete this? Okay, Ronaldo, no problem. Ronaldo's got a problem. Okay, is there anyone else that would like to give me an example? Marcela, Mario, Winnie.
I can drive? Pode?
Yes, of course. It depends on how much cachaça you drink, okay?
Okay.
Okay, if you are a good mineira, you like cachaça, okay? So if you drink a lot of cachaça, you can't drive, okay?
I like.
Yeah, you see? Typical. Me too. What about the second? How would you complete this? My teacher may
travel abroad after quarantine.
May travel abroad.
Abroad.
After the quarantine. Yes. In this case, probably is must travel, but the example is perfect. Okay. Marcia, how would you complete this? Marcela, Maria Eduarda, any ideas?
My teachers may be busy at the moment. Who knows later?
Okay, my teacher may be busy at the moment. Who knows
Yes.
later? Okay. Any question, any idea, Marcela?
My teacher may give more exercise. No.
May give more exercises. Okay, I will remember that tomorrow. Okay.
Só que não. Questão do final. You forget.
No. That part was in Portuguese. I don't listen to Portuguese. Okay. I only heard the first part. My teacher may give more exercise. Eduarda, Maria Eduarda, any question? Any example? Winnie. Any example? What about my friends should?
My friends should study for the test.
Excellent. Marcia, any idea?
My friends should be more careful with his things.
Okay. The example is good. There is only one little problem. My friends, singular or plural?
A plural.
So you have to say, my friends should be more careful with their problems.
Their things.
Yes, their things.
Okay.
Excellent. Because my friend could be his or her, but my friend's there. Okay. Marcela, any example here?
My friend should pay a travel for me.
My friend should pay a travel or a trip?
A
trip.
A trip. Uma
Yes,
viagem?
travel. Yes, travel is a verb. To travel. Trip is the noun. Okay?
Okay.
Or
okay.
my friends should pay for my trip. That would be a very good thing. Okay?
Okay.
Is there any other one that would like to give me an example or no? No? What about number 4? If you don't want to say it, you want to write an example, you can use the chat box. There is a chat box where you can write, and then I can see if it's right or wrong. I might have, remember, this is in the past. I might have, Erica, Marcia, Marcela.
I might have left my glasses in the school.
Okay, in the school, it's all right, but it would also be perfect to say at school, because if you went there to study, you say at school. In the school means in the building, understand?
Okay.
You went there to meet your boyfriend, for example, okay?
Okay.
Marcia, Marcela, any examples here? I might have
many ideas to put into practice.
I might have many ideas to put into practice. Marcia, you just created an example in the present, but it's correct, okay? My intention was in the past, but no, but it's perfect. I might have many ideas to put into practice, okay? Marcela, any ideas?
No idea. I wrong this.
Why?
Eu coloquei assim, I might have difficult to learn in English.
I might have difficulty to learn English. It's not incorrect, Marcela. It's right. Just like Marcia, you created a sentence in the present. Okay? So it's correct. I might have some difficulty to learn English. It's not incorrect. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Is there any other one that would like to give me an example? No? What about number 5? She can't be.
She can't be with her parents because of the quarantine.
Okay. Erica, again, she can't be with her parents.
Her parents. Sorry.
Yes. Again, I heard her parents. Okay, her.
Okay. Her
she
parents.
can't. The example is excellent. She can't be with her parents because of the quarantine. Okay, Marcia.
She can't be responsible for not doing the job.
She can't be responsible for not doing the job.
Yes.
Yes, or for the job?
The job. For not doing the job.
For not doing the job. Excellent example, Marcia. Excellent. She can't be responsible for not doing the job. Marcela, how about you?
She can't be your wife.
It's good. But she is my wife, believe me, okay? She's younger, more beautiful than me, but it's true. She is my wife. Now, number 6. Number 6 is in the past. Huh? This one, it's not possible to change to the present because you have the second part. When he was a child. So, what is number 6?
My teacher must have learned Italian when he was a child.
Excellent example. My teacher must have learned Italian when he was a child. Marcia.
My teacher must have been very embarrassed. É isso?
Embarrassed.
When he was a child. Embarrassed.
No, Embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Oh, the pronunciation, because of the SED, you pronounce only T. Oh.
Embarrassed.
No, my teacher must have been.
Must have been,
yes,
very
embarrassed. Like this?
I'm embarrassed.
Yes, but
Okay.
the pronunciation, Marcia, is like this. Oh. Embarrassed.
Okay.
Oh, Marcia, I understand that the example is good, but I think there is a better word. Because embarrassed, we get embarrassed when there is a certain situation. When the person is introverted, very quiet, understand? Is not embarrassed. Okay? Maybe you should have used it. Must have been very shy. Shy is the same of timid.
Okay.
Maybe it's more appropriate, okay? My teacher must have been very shy when he was a child.
When
okay?
he was a child.
Another word for this is coy. Coy, shy, timid. They are all synonyms, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Teacher,
Yes.
what is this embarrassed?
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed, yeah.
Embarrassed, okay. Who is speaking?
Marcela.
Marcela. Okay, Marcela. Imagine a situation like this. Do you live alone or do you live with friends?
Alone.
Okay. Imagine you are in your house with your boyfriend. Understand?
Yes.
In a very romantic scenario. Okay?
Okay.
And your mother or father opens the door. Like, oh! You are probably going to be embarrassed. You have to be careful. You have to be careful because many people confuse this with Spanish. In Spanish, embarazado or embarazada, of course, it's grávida. Understand? In Spanish. In English, no. So many Americans, when they are learning Spanish, they make this mistake, like, yo estoy embarazado. And people, what? Understand? Because they confuse. In English, no. Embarrassed is embarrassed. When you, like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, okay? Every time you see something shocking, it's possible that you get embarrassed, okay? You don't feel very comfortable with the situation, okay?
Okay, understand. Thanks.
You're welcome. What about number 7? Number 7, Erica.
She might have gone to the shopping center.
Excellent. She might have gone to the shopping center. Erica.
Oi.
The word shopping center, of course, exists because it's English, okay? Oops. But the idea and the concept that we have of a shopping center is different in English. A shopping center can be, for example, one street with many shops. That is the shopping center. When you have a lot of shops in one place, they call it shopping mall.
Okay.
All right? But the sentence is perfect, shopping center. But when it's all covered, all the stores are inside, you call it a mall, a shopping mall. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Marcia.
Oi.
What's your example for number 7?
She might have many pictures about that country we are looking for.
Perfect. No, it's perfect. You are using in the present, but you are being creative. So your examples are fine, okay? It's perfect. My intention was to use in the past, but it's okay. Marcela, how about this one, number 7?
She might have facilities to learn English.
She might have
Facilities.
I don't understand this word.
Facilidade, facilities.
Facility.
Facility.
Facility to learn English.
Yeah.
She might have facility to learn English. Okay, again, you're doing like Marcia. You're using in the present, okay? The idea was to use in the past. Like, she might have gone. She might have seen. She might have worked late. Okay, something like this. But it's okay. The examples are fine. What about number 8? Oh, must. Paul and Mary. Erica, what did you do here?
Paul and Mary must stop smoking.
Okay. Good example. Good idea. Especially now. Marcia.
Paul and Mary must be married as soon as possible.
Okay. Must be married or must get married?
Okay. Get married.
Because if you say they must be married, I understand they are already married. But I think your intention was to say they must get married as soon as possible. Okay? All right? It's because Mary is embarazada. Mary's pregnant. Okay?
Okay.
So they must get married before the baby's born. Okay? How about number 9? Everybody could make a personal example. Something you could do when you were a child. I could play basketball very well. I could see without glasses when I was a child, okay? I could comb my hair for a long time when I was a child because I had a lot of hair. Today I don't have, okay? Can you give me a personal example if possible?
I could play piano when I was a child.
Erica?
Yes.
Okay. Every time for all musical instruments in English, it's mandatory to use I could play the piano.
Okay.
We have to use the definite article the before all musical instruments, okay? Play the guitar, play the piano, play the saxophone, you know? Remember that song, Dire Straits, I think, Money for Nothing. Do you know the song?
Yes.
There's a part. He plays the guitar on the MTV. Pam, pam, pam. Okay? You always play the plus the musical instrument. Marcia, how about you? What could you do when you were a child?
I could play a lot when I was a child. I put only play.
I could only play a lot.
A lot.
Okay. You didn't indicate, but it's okay. It's perfect. I could play a lot when I was a child. How about you, Marcela?
I could have studied English.
Now you gave me an example in the past. I could have studied English. Very good. Very good example, Marcela. Now, you see, this is a past example. I could have studied English when I was a child, but you didn't. That's why you are studying English now, okay?
Ok.
Right?
Mas eu já poderia ter começado.
But that's the idea. That's exactly the idea. This is exactly what you said. I could have studied, but you didn't. So it's an excellent example. Okay? Very good example. How about number 10? Ted could, Erica.
Ted could go for a walk at the club now.
Go for a walk. Excellent. What did you think about, Marcia?
Ted could play tennis at the club now.
Okay, if you use could be, you have to use playing.
Playing. Oh, yes.
He could be playing tennis, okay, at the club now. Because you have the verb to be, then the other verb is in the ing. And you, Marcela, what's your example here?
My example is Ted could buy it at the club now.
Ted could buy, okay, buy, okay, we have say some food.
Okay.
You cannot say eat here because I don't know what's it. Okay?
Okay.
Ted could buy some food at the club now, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any question about this or no?
No.
No.
Well, excellent. We finished, okay? Again, we finished just in time. We don't have time to start the new lesson, but tomorrow we are going to talk about how to make comparisons, okay? All the different forms of comparisons. There are 5 different types. So tomorrow's class is going to be very good, okay? We have the comparative of equality, superiority, inferiority, superlative, and superlative of inferiority. So please, if you don't have the material, get it in our website. It's called Lesson 20, How to Make Comparisons. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, okay? Bye-bye for now. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Bye.
Okay. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, Mario, Winnie. Thanks for...
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.